In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can set up cluster on multiple Proxmox servers. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm using 3 Proxmox servers to set up cluster: Proxmox 2, Proxmox 3 and Proxmox 4. I have a virtual machine created on Proxmox 2 and that's also the part of this experiment. So first of all, let me show you the configuration of Proxmox 4. If you click on the cluster button on the side menu, you can see there is no information related to cluster. It's a standalone node. Let's go to Proxmox 3. And same thing, I'm gonna go into cluster, and here you can see this one is also standalone. And on Proxmox 2, if I go to data center and then in the cluster, you can see there is no information. So all three are in the standalone node. So there is no cluster setup already, you can see on all three. So I'm gonna go and start with Proxmox 3, which is going to become the master node. Okay, so on Proxmox 3, I'm going to click on create cluster, and then we are going to define a name for this cluster. So we have two options here: join cluster and create cluster. So where you create a cluster, that becomes the master node, and where you join the cluster, that means you're going to join a master, and that's going to become the slave part of the cluster. So you have to define a name, and then the IP address and the unit, which is going to be 0, and make sure the IP address is correct, and the name should be limited. So I typed a bit longer name, so let's change it and try again by clicking on create. And now you can see it's creating. Once it says the task is completed, that means our cluster is created. Then we can go to other nodes and join the cluster. There you can see task okay, that means cluster is created. One thing I would like to mention, that all these three nodes are in the same subnet. Okay, once the cluster is created, I'm gonna go ahead and copy the join information, and then I'll paste it into Proxmox 4 cluster. I'm gonna click on join and then paste the code and then type the password. And you can see as I pasted the code, now the button is changed as join as ZS master, which is the master node name. And that's the key point. If the button name is not changed to the master node, that means the key is not right. And then make sure you enter the correct password, and the link should be matching. Also make sure you select the IP address, which is going to be your current node IP address, and it is going to be connected with another node. You can see these both are in the same network, 10.0.4.1 and 10.0.3.1. Okay, so after clicking join, it will show you some kind of information like this. And once it says login succeed, that means the node is added. You just need to refresh the page. So I'm back on Proxmox 3. You can see I have both nodes here, and as I click on refresh, it's gonna show me both nodes online. So you can see I have Proxmox 3 and Proxmox 4. It's gonna show on both sides, on Proxmox 3 and 4. Okay, so on Proxmox 3, I can see both nodes, but on Proxmox 4, it was stuck on a join information page. So I had to re-login it. Now you can see I am able to log in into Proxmox 4, and you can see I'm able to access both of these nodes. So now we have only one node left, which is node 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on Proxmox 3 join information and then copy the key and back to Proxmox 2. So I'm gonna paste the key here, enter the password, and make sure all the information is correct. But this node will not be able to join to the cluster. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on join ZS master, and you can see some error. And what's the error? It says this host already contains virtual guests. So that means we have some thing installed on this Proxmox server, we have to get rid of that. So I wanted to show you this. If you have a virtual machine installed or created already on your Proxmox, you will not be able to join cluster. Also, there is one more thing. If you have 2FA enabled or OTP enabled using the Google Authenticator on any of the Proxmox node, you will not be able to join the cluster. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this virtual machine, and I'm gonna try again after deleting this virtual machine. So if we have accidentally created a virtual machine, can we do that after deleting the virtual machine, or there is any other kind of configuration we need to do? So far, I have experienced only two things which can be caused of not being able to join into the cluster. One is if you have a virtual machine on your Proxmox server, and another thing is the two-factor authentication. If you have set up two-factor authentication on your Proxmox, you will not be able to join the cluster. So you will have to remove 2FA and any of the virtual machine. That being said, your Proxmox server should be a brand new machine to be able to join into a cluster. So for this machine, I'm going to go ahead and verify if I have any kind of API tokens or any 2FA enabled on this machine. If yes, then I'm going to go ahead and delete from this machine, because this one is one of my older machine. I don't actually remember what I have done with this so far. So let's check if I have any 2FA, two-factor authentication enabled. You can see under permissions. So you can see I don't have any, but if you want to add any, you can just simply click on add button and then just do TOTP, and you can use the Google Authenticator to set up authentication. So once it's in the cluster, you can do that after joining a cluster. Okay, so let's go back again to the data center and then join the cluster again, and let's try if we get any kind of error message this time. So I'm going to go ahead and paste the key and then the password, and make sure link number is same, and select the current IP address and then click on join. So now you can see it says login succeed. So when you see this message, that means your node is already added into the cluster, and you just need to close that page or just refresh, log out and log back in. Sometimes refresh works, sometimes it's like a red sign, and if you just refresh it, it will show you. If not, then try in any other browser or incognito window. So now you can see I have all three nodes in one page. So that means they're all joined into the cluster. Now I can enable high availability, I can enable replication, I can do multiple stuff when I have clustering done on this Proxmox. So the key points are, you need to be on the same network or on the public network. So that means all the Proxmox servers should be able to access each other. So I have all these on the LAN IP address because this is a test environment machines. So, and another thing what I faced in the problems, which was if you have virtual machines installed, then you won't be able to get into the Proxmox cluster, and another 2FA or TOTP. So if you have authentication enabled for 2FA, then you won't be able to join into the cluster. So that being said, your Proxmox server should be brand new with no other configuration. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.